Hello students, in this lecture we will talk about separation axioms. We use the separation axioms to define the topological spaces with more restricted properties. For example, if some properties are not true in general in a topological space, but with the use of separation axioms, a type of space may be defined in which that property is satisfied. For this, in the separation axioms, first we define T-naught space. A topological space is said to be T-naught space if for any two distinct points from X, there exists an open set which contains one point but not the other point. So if we take 2 points from X, call it X and Y, and these points are distinct, then there exists an open set U, which is a member of the topology, such that X belongs to U but Y does not belongs to U. Or we can write, if Y belongs to U, then X does not belongs to U. So any one of these condition will hold, either this condition or this condition. So graphically we mean, if X is a topological space, then take two distinct points here, X and Y, then there exists at least one open set U which is containing X point but not Y point. So then this space X is a T-naught space. Now for examples, in the first example we have a discrete topological space X tau having more than one element is a T-naught space. So in the first topology is a discrete topology in which all the subsets of X are open as well as closed. So if we take two distinct points from X, then there exists an open set. We take singleton X here because singletons are also open in the discrete topological space, such that X belongs to the singleton X but Y does not belongs to the singleton X. So we got at least one open set here which satisfy this condition. Thus we can say that X with the discrete topology is a T-naught space. Now the second example, any indiscrete topological space is not a T-naught space. In the indiscrete topology, we take only two members, phi and X. So there does not exist an open set which satisfy this condition. So we can say that X tau is not a T-naught space. Because here X is the only open set which contains all of its points and does not satisfy this condition. So in next we have any cofinite topological space is a T-naught space. So cofinite topology is denoted by tau C, in which we take all the subset of X whose complement is finite. Now to prove that it is a T-naught space, we take any two distinct points from X and take a set X minus singleton X, and if we take complement of this set X minus singleton X, complement will be X only. It contains only one element, so it is finite. So it is a member of the topology, and we call this as a U, which satisfy this condition. that X belongs to the singleton X, but Y does not belongs to this. So we can say that cofinite topological space is a T-node space. Similarly, we can show that any co-countable topological space is a T-node space. And further we have some results based on T-node space. Our first result is that is being T-node space is a hereditary property. It means if a topological space is T-node space, then its subspace is also a T-node space. For the proof, let X2 be a topological space which is T-node space. And Y is a subspace of X. Then we need to prove that Y is also a T-node space. For this, let 2 points from Y which are distinct, as Y is a subspace of X, so these points are also in X which are distinct, and it is given that X is T-node space. Then there exists an open set U such that Y belongs to U but Z does not belongs to U. Now let Uy be an open set in Y, and it is represented by U intersection with Y, where U is an open set in X. So from definition of Uy, we can say that Y belongs to Uy but Z does not belongs to Uy. So there exists an open set in Y which satisfies this condition. This implies that Y is also a T-node space. Now the next result we have, being T-node space is a topological property. It means if there are two topological spaces X and Y, and X is a T-node space and F is a homeomorphism map from X to Y, then Y is also a T-node space. For the proof, let there are two topological spaces X to 1 and Y to 2. And let us suppose that X is T-node space and F is a function from X to Y which is homeomorphism. Now we have to prove that Y is also a T-node space. So for this, let us take 2 points from Y which are distinct points. As F is a homeomorphism, so it is onto also. Then there exists a X1, X2 belongs to X such that F of X1 is equal to Y1 and F of X2 is equal to Y2. Since Y1 is not equal to Y2, then F of X1 is not equal to F of X2, and because of the homeomorphism, F is 1, 1 also, which implies that X1 is not equal to X2. So these are the points in X which are distinct points. and X is T naught space, which implies that there exists an open set U such that X1 belongs to U but X2 does not belongs to U. Now F is a homeomorphism, so F is an open map also. Which implies that if U is open in X, then F of U is open in Y, and which satisfy this property. If X1 belongs to U, then F of X1 belongs to F of U. It means Y1 belongs to U and F of X2, which is Y2, does not belongs to F of U. So there exists a one open set in Y which satisfy this condition that Y1 belongs to the open set, but that open set does not contain another point Y2. So we can say that Y is a T naught space. Now in this remark we have T naught space need not be preserved under the continuous functions. In the previous result we have already seen that T naught space is preserved under the homeomorphism map, but here it is not preserved under the continuous functions. It means if there are two topological spaces X and Y, X is a T naught space and F is a function from X to Y which is continuous, then Y need not be T naught space. So we can prove by taking one example. Let X1 be a discrete topological space having more than one element and Y2 be an indiscrete topological space and we take a function I from X to Y which is an identity function. So identity function is continuous, so it is continuous also, and we have already seen that this X1 that is a discrete topological space, it is T naught space, but indiscrete topological space is not a T naught space. Now the next result we have a topological space X2 is a T naught space if and only if the closure of the distinct points of X are distinct. So it means if we take two distinct points of X, that is X and Y, then closure of singleton X is not equal to the closure of singleton Y. So for the proof, let X2 be a T naught space then we will prove this statement and we take 2 points from X which are distinct. Now it is T naught space, then there exists an open set U such that X belongs to U but Y does not belongs to U. Now U is an open set which is containing X and y does not belongs to u, so we can write u intersection with singleton y is empty. So from the definition of the limit point, we can write x does not belongs to the closure of singleton y. And further we can write singleton x does not contain in the closure of y, which implies that closure of singleton x does not contain in the closure of singleton y. And similarly we can show that closure of singleton y is not contained in the closure of singleton x, which implies that closure of singleton x is not equal to the closure of singleton y. For the converse part, for any two distinct points of x, it is given that closure of singleton x is not equal to the closure of singleton y, and we need to prove that x is a T-naught space. We will prove it by contradiction method. So let us suppose that if possible, x is not T-naught space. So if it is not T-naught space, then there is a pair xy belongs to x, which are distinct points. There exists an open set U such that x and y both belongs to, which implies that x belongs to u and u intersection with singleton y is not empty, which implies that x belongs to the closure of singleton y, which further implies that singleton x set is contained in the closure of singleton y. And we get, and similarly we will get closure of singleton y is contained in the closure of singleton x, which implies that closure of singleton x is equal to closure of singleton y. But it is a contradiction to this given statement, so our supposition is wrong. Let us call this equation 1. So we cannot say that this is not a T-naught space, so which implies that x is a T-naught space. Further we discuss T1 space. A topological space X is T1 space if for any two distinct points of X, that is X and Y, there exist two open sets U and V such that one is containing X but not the other point, and other is containing Y but not the point X. So it means if we take a topological space X and take two distinct points here, X and Y, then there exist two open sets U and Y. One is containing X but not Y, and call it U, and V is containing Y but not X. Then X is a T1 space. Now we have some examples on the T1 spaces. In the first example, we have a discrete topological space having more than one element is a T1 space. So as we have already seen that it is a T-naught space, and this space is a T1 space also, because if we take tau is a discrete topology and take two distinct points of X, then there exist two open sets take singleton X and singleton Y. These are open in the discrete topological space such that X belongs to singleton X, but Y does not belongs to singleton X, and Y belongs to singleton Y, and X does not belongs to singleton Y. So we can say that this space is a T1 space. And second is, any indiscrete topological space is not a T1 space. So in the indiscrete topology, we take phi and X are only the open sets in this. So there does not exist any open set which satisfy this condition. So it is not T1 space. And it is not T0 space also. And in third, any cofinite topological space is T1 space. So in the cofinite topology, we take any two distinct points and take U as X minus singleton X and V as X minus singleton Y are open sets in this space, cofinite topological space, because if we take complement of these two, these are finite set, because U complement is X singleton and V complement is singleton Y only. So these are open sets such that X does not belongs to U, but Y belongs to U, and Y does not belongs to V, and X belongs to V. So this implies that it is a T1 space. And similarly, we can show that any co-countable topological space is a T1 space by taking similar reason. So next is, every T1 space is a T0 space. Now for the proof, let X to be a topological space which is T1 space. Now to prove it is a T0 space, let X and Y be two elements from X which are distinct. If it is T1 space, then there are these two open sets, U and V, such that X belongs to U, but Y does not belongs to U, and Y belongs to V, but X does not belongs to V, which implies that X belongs to U, but Y does not belongs to U. So there exists a one containing X element but not Y, and X and Y are distinct. So we can say that X is T0 space. But the converse of this result is not true in general. That is, a T0 space is not necessarily to be T1 space. We can prove it by taking one example. Let X is equal to 1, 2, and tau is a topology which contains phi X and singleton 1. Now let us take two distinct points of X. Then there exists an open set that is singleton 1 such that 1 belongs to singleton 1 but 2 does not belongs to singleton 1. This implies that X is T0 space. But this X is not a T1 space because there does not exist an open set such that it contains 2 but not 1. So it is not T1. We can prove by taking another example also. Let X is equal to set of real numbers and topology is defined by taking intervals a to infinity, where a is a real number, and union with r and phi. Now take two distinct points of r such that x is less than y. So it is like x is here and y is here. And here y belongs to x to infinity, as we can see here, y belongs to x to infinity, but x does not belongs to x to infinity. So this x to infinity is an open set in R. We get one open set here which is containing y but not x. So we can say that R2 is a T0 space. But it is not T1 space, as there does not exist an open set which is containing x but not y. So it is not T1 space. So in this lecture we have discussed results on T0 space and some results on T1 space. In the next lecture we will discuss some remaining results on T1 space and discuss the Hausdorff space, that is a T2 space. So that's it. Thank you.